welcome to the Four Seasons Hualalai. Today we are going to show you the 5 crescents of the hotel and highlight some of the reasons you might want to select each of these. Now before we go there, the hotel opened in 1996 on September the 27th. However, this area has been settled since 1000 AD with petroglyphs back further in the property. Right now though, we're going to show you all there is for the 196 rooms that the resort has, 51 suites and 3 specialty villas. Today we're going to give you a full tour of an Oceanview Superior Suite. This one happens to be located on the King's Pond. Are you ready to come take a look? Now all of the suites are on 2-level bungalows, either up or down. This one is down and it has a special feature that we'll show you in just a couple of minutes. In our trademark move, the door is always open for us here at Omaraloha Dude. So this is the living room and foyer of the Oceanview Suite. You'll see here you're greeted by some nice artwork. There is a coffee maker, water, glasses, full-on minibar and fridge. The ice is always going to be filled. Here you get an idea of some of the items included in the minibar. Oh, and note, Nespresso capsules, which are always popular. There is a full beverage fridge, which is also part of the minibar. I'll give you an idea of that as well. I think you can see, right? And we have our first bathroom here. Now this is a full bath with shower, sink. I'll note the toiletries are really nice. They're made here exclusively for Hualalai. The Makahona hand wash, after sun cooling gel and moisturizer, as well as shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. Now as you'll see, the shower here is a full rain shower. Very comfortable, very nice. And of course you have a nice, actually I love the wallpaper here too for the bathroom. But we're not here to look at bathrooms, we're here to continue onward. Next, if you are with family and friends, you have this beautiful living room area that has a TV and it has its own patio and couch. I think this TV is probably about 83 inches from what I can tell. It has a Klipsch stereo system, which Omaraloha Dude Jr. told me I should mention. It's apparently very nice. And you have your own area out here. So let's take a look at this for a moment. So I think this has a gorgeous view. You can see the ocean here right over the King's Pond. And this is all of your terrace. So you have a couple of sun loungers and you have your own sort of mini garden out here too. So that's just really neat. And you can look out to the King's Pond, as well as out to the Kona coast and the Pacific there. So this gives you an idea of your terrace from outside. And this is a great place if you want to have coffee in the morning or breakfast or room service. Great place to hang out and socialize. Back to the living room. Very comfortable and updated recently with new motifs. You have this great fan, you have beautiful artwork, wall treatments, all of those things. This is really a room not to miss. I will also note that this couch folds out to be a queen bed and it is actually pretty comfortable. And what else can I share about this room? Other than super comfortable and super nice. And again, oh yeah, you have a full closet in front there too. If you want to store your bags and so forth, we should probably do that. This room has its own AC. And, you know, again, traditional Hawaiian artwork. Let's move on to the bedroom. Here you'll see the Four Seasons bed is you know, traditional for all the properties. Again, it has access to the terrace, which I think we showed you outside here. But I'll just give you a peek of it. You'll remember we were just out there. One of the nice things here is at bedside you have the ability to control lights and sound, as well as housekeeping, and plug in your phones You really have full control right there. Very, very comfortable. And I'll just tell you, the beds are not to be missed. You have some drawers here. Again, another large TV. I think in the scale of this room, it doesn't really show just how large it is. It's at least 75 or 80 inches. One of the other nice features I think you're going to find here is you can do just about everything you need by virtue of your iPad. You can order food, you can make a request for all sorts of things. So it's all electronic if you need. I'll also show you one of the nice things. If you are a reader or do anything at night, you have these nice fold-out reading lamps. I appreciate that for sure. And artwork. Now this closet area here, again, you have some more drawers, room for a suitcase that you can actually put out here. I very, very much appreciate that. As well as a very comfortable closet with safe, drawers, and room for all the things that your family is going to need, and some of the things you won't even need. Again, the views here I don't think really do justice on the video, so we'll show you those in just a moment. But let's get to the bathroom. Double vanity with generous counter space. One of the things I like in their bathrooms are the fact that you have these nice drawers if you need to store anything. Again, you have the Makahona hand wash, cooling gel, and so forth. That's really a nice touch. You have a full deep plunge bath and artwork. You have a separate stall area for the toilet that again has nice artwork, and even it has a nightlight feature. I'll show you that. That's kind of nice at night. It just dims down to that. The shower. Everybody loves a good shower. Who doesn't? Again, here you have another rain shower. And if I recall, I think these fixtures are Hans Grohe. I don't know, there's something like that. I think that's what it is. Nice sets of toiletries. And if you need to get another shower, you can have 3 people shower here. So, you are now outside in your own private lava shower. Don't worry, you have these nice high walls, so you'll have your privacy. But you also have your own birds of paradise, a few orchid plants, and other plants out here, so that you too can enjoy a shower outside in a private lava shower. Do you want to see what it looks like? I thought so. So, I'll just tell you, this is a feature that you will find on all of the ground floor rooms here at Hualalai. And it is really, really fun. It's, as I said, it's private, but yet you're out in the Hawaiian air, which is just a great way to take a shower. This one is a relatively large one. Some of these are a little bit smaller, but this is a relatively large shower area. But again, there you can get an idea of what it is like to take a shower outside. And here, of course, you can see back in. You can close these doors to the bathroom if you're in the shower, if you're looking for that. So I think that's everything for this area. We'll save some water. And we'll take you back in. There are a few other features that I wanted to share about this room. Overall, again, one of the most comfortable rooms you're going to find. All of the rooms here are comfortable, and obviously there's a whole bunch of other types that you could have as well. I appreciate particularly some of the lighting features and the artwork. Who doesn't love a nice bed? The living room with the ability to have a great pull-out bed, and I should note, you can have a door here to make both of these rooms private. Or you can go the other way and open this one up, which that's a little different feature. I have not seen that one before. And obviously open up this door too. That's sort of nice if you're socializing and want everyone to be together or have younger kids. There is also, again, a full ability to put your plugs in USB-C and, USB and other connections. And I think the final feature that I wanted to share for you today is the fact that when you go out on the terrace, you can bring this nightlight, and the charger's right here, and you can turn it on or off. It's just a really nice thing. I actually would love one for my home. I think it's a great thing, and we'll turn it off. So, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed filming it, and please stop with any questions. Aloha. Before we go and say aloha, I wanted to share one of my very, very favorite features, which is the fact you can hang your family's leis up here. And the rest are around the rest of the room. But these are great hooks and a place to keep them and remember your trip always. Now that we've seen a room, I want to show you around the resort. Hualalai is organized into 5 crescents with pools, restaurants, tennis, kids club, and all sorts of things in between. Each of the 5 crescents has their own personality, so we're going to show you around and help you pick. So, we're going to start out at the Kings Pond Crescent. This right here to our left is bungalow. Let's take a look. 00, and then 1 and 2 in the room numbers. So that's bungalow 0. Now all the bungalows are numbered 1 through 37. The lower numbers are going to be here in the Kings Pond. And sorry for the wind. Obviously, we're right here on the Pacific. So a few things you're going to want to think about at Kings Pond. One, you have great access to the Kings Pond, both in terms of snorkeling as well as the pools. Generally speaking, Kings Pond is going to be the best villa for you and your family if you love snorkeling. If you have kids that are a little bit older, meaning like teenage, right? Or if you are a couple who really likes the great ocean views. Now, as you can see, these rooms generally are ocean view and above, as well as a variety of superior and deluxe suites that are available here, as well as the villas that we just passed. And there's a couple more that we'll highlight. So this is going to be, again, a great area if you're looking for a little bit more relaxed. People you're going to tend to find here are people with teenage children, people who love snorkeling, which we'll show you right now, as well as people who just love a great ocean view. These have generally pretty good views throughout here, and you can see some of the Kings Pond. We'll show you a little bit more about that once we go. The star residence of the Kings Pond is Nalu. I'll see if we can show him a little bit later. And he swims around here. He is a manta ray that is really a friendly ray, and you can actually do ray feeding here. So that's everything about Kings Pond, and as I said, we will show you in the pool reviews the rest of this. Beautiful rooms, I highly recommend it. Next up will be Seashell. One of the room types that is unique to Kings Pond are the deluxe ocean view rooms, and those are the ones towards the tips of this crescent that you will see the chair that we'll just show you from afar. So you'll see here they have their own sort of garden area in the front, as well as those chairs. And to give you an idea of the view that you get from this type of room, let me just show you. You can look out to the Kings Pond, and you are probably 20 feet from the ocean. In general, Hualalai is blessed with, just amazing ocean views and access. And you'll see that all along here. There is a beach that we'll show you as well in our pool review that you can get a look at. But as I promised, we're moving on to the Seashell Crescent. Are you ready? While we're working our way over to the Seashell Crescent, you'll notice Ulu Restaurant, which will feature in one of our insets a little bit later, has been fully renovated again and is one of the premier restaurants, not only in the resort, but throughout the islands. Here is the tidal pool. It is a great place if you're looking for a more protected place to swim. You can enjoy that. Which brings us to the Seashell Crescent. This is a great place for families to swim. It's very safe. You'll see that there is a lava wall out that way. Very much appreciated. The surf here is an outer island, so it is not inconsequential. Now, we are at the Seashell Crescent. What's unique here? Well, one, the seashell pool, which we will show you in our pools video, in the pools portion of the video. You also have access to Kids for All Seasons, as well as a wonderful lawn to just hang out and throw the ball. This is the Kids for All Seasons area, and this is a place where Monday through Friday you'll find fun activities such as tie-dyeing, craft henna tattoos, making a trucker hat, and everything else. This is a crescent that I think is really gorgeous. This lawn is as soft as your carpet, and this crescent tends to be most popular with families with children, particularly younger children. The nature of this pool and area tends to be younger children and families, although anyone, of course, is welcome to stay here. But you will find this pool tends to have the youngest kids and is probably the most vibrant in terms of activity. It is also very central to the resort, so very conveniently located next to Ulu and next to the surf shack. So right at the center of Hualalai. A little bit of an idea of the vibe of Seashell during the day. Lots of families, tends to be younger families, and you have obviously activity on the lawn and the Kids for All Seasons. So very much a place for families. And you are also near the surf shack. The surf shack is the place of dreams of many kids and adults alike. We'll show you that in just a moment. Here at the surf shack, you will find shave ice, rash guards, additional suntan lotion, beach toys, Maui gym glasses, you name it. It's all available for you here. My favorite flavor is Lilac-Clay. Here you'll also find some additional chairs, which you can also get over by the beach, up and down the beach really. Also, right behind you is the Honanea Villa. This is 3,700 square feet, has its own plunge pool, has a penthouse up there on top, as well as its own plunge pool. And again, if you look out, the view that it has to the ocean is spectacular. This has always been one of the 3 specialty villas. And it even has a 3rd bedroom option. Next up though, not to worry, our next up crescent is going to be Beach Tree. Beach Tree is the type of place, it's near obviously the Beach Tree Grill, which we'll show you on the way over. Beach Tree Grill is known for some of their more casual fare, lunch fare, as well as their bar over here. They do have some Italian, as well as pizza that they're well known for. Also private tables that you can have for private events right here, and have your feet in the sand, as well as a lounge area if you want to watch the surf come in. And I'll just again show you the view out here is really spectacular, and you're probably again like 20 feet from the water here. Beach Tree is, it to my view, the crescent that you're going to want to request if you are traveling as a couple, or maybe have older adult children, or traveling with other couples. This is the quiet pool, and people who love Beach Tree would have none other. It is probably one of the ones with more obstructed view rooms, unless you're right here at the tip. Some of the rooms are behind the Beach Tree Grill, but as I said, and you'll see in the pool insert video, we can show that it's always been one of the OG places to stay, and it is conveniently located directly behind the lobby house, or the main house. Again, that doesn't mean it's going to be very crowded. It's going to be very peaceful and quiet, but that's typically what you would see for Beach Tree. There are a couple of villas at the end, and again, here is actually the Beach Tree. The 2011 tsunami definitely took its toll, but as you can see, the Beach Tree is back and alive and doing well, and everything is good in the world. Next up, on the end of Beach Tree, you'll find the Ulu Suite, which is 2,600 square feet. I believe also has its own plunge pool, and is located right here on the ocean. This may well be the room closest to the water of just about any that you can imagine, and that would be a good reason to select this room. From the sidewalk, I'm going to say you are, even at lower mid-tide, you are probably about 10 feet from the water here. And this gives you an idea of some of that. One immediately next to it is the Hualalai Suite, very similar specs. And actually, I should mention, I don't believe these have plunge pools, but they do have the outdoor showers, which you can kind of see along here. Again, these are about as close as you're going to get to the water. What a gorgeous view. And at high tide, you'll see the water get even a little bit closer. But this is sort of, again, the view that you're going to have from this area. So, next up,
in the King's Pond.
We visited 3 of the crescents. We have 2 more to go.
Complimentary up at the guardhouse.
The next one is Palm Grove.
Underwater.
Palm Grove is very simple. You are a couple,
as well as
honeymooners,
a very rare site
maybe
of knowledge.
people, writers, people who want something a little bit more quiet and intimate.
Opening.
This is going to be the crescent for you. You'll see almost no families
and his mascot
at this
is very
crescent,
friendly,
or at least families with younger children. Largely, it's designed to be a little bit more quiet and subdued.
A variety of other.
We're here midday.
Not to worry, they're all very friendly, very safe.
There is.
They haven't lost any guests.
It's very quiet. I don't even think I can speak very loudly here.
So it's a nice, safe way.
They have redone the pool. We have a pool video. That you can see a little bit more about that later.
It is about 23 feet deep.
There are also some chairs along here that you can enjoy.
In the center, there are shallower
areas. As well as
up towards.
You'll find hammocks and all sorts of places to sit. As well as
towards the center and the island that you can jump on, hang on, what have you. There's a couple of places like
5,200 square feet. I won't be booking that anytime soon. So again, this one has very nice ocean views, and I think. And there, you have a general feel for the aesthetic of Palm Grove. So, many other things to take a look at here. But our next and final crescent is Gulf Ocean. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. This is a little bit more of presidential suite, which is more or less a very nice home, well guarded by the bushes, with again amazing ocean views. Well, we're on our way to Gulf Ocean, which you can also access closer to the lobby, but we'll show you from afar and then a little bit closer. This is the Residence Beach House. This is generally a place where people come for lunch and or I believe they have dinner and or drinks here as well. Very popular because it's very popular in the evening, particularly for things like happy hours and so forth, but also well known for lunch. This is generally a place you'll see they have their own cart parking for people who are residents of the Hualalai Resort, but it is open to hotel guests as well. So, Gulf Ocean, let's find it. This is probably one of the most beautiful expanses of Hualalai, including the world famous kissing tree. or wedding tree, depending on who you ask, which is right up there. It's a great place for photos. Definitely make sure to get your family picture when you're visiting. So, Gulf Ocean rooms, you can see back right behind the golf course. This is actually the 18th hole, and you'll notice the change of color in roofing from the darker brown to the lighter brown, and that's when it becomes a part of the resort and hotel rooms, if I recall correctly, or really close to there. And I'll just show you a little bit more. The Gulf Ocean Crescent and rooms are great for families, couples, avid golfers, people looking for a little bit more accessible price point. All of the above. Gulf Ocean is beautiful. It's also a little bit quieter than some of the other crescents because it's set back a little further from some of the amenities. It is a little bit of a walk to the pools, but nothing that most people can't handle. And we'll show you a little bit closer over there a little bit later. One other thing to highlight here is the Makaloa Villa, which is right in front of us. It has the largest pool of its own pool or plunge pool, as well as approximately 4,600 square feet. Of note, and I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, all of Kapolea was originally a fishing village, founded around 1000 AD and has been for many years. Hualalai and the resort has continued that tradition, and much of the resort's seafood and other catches are made here in other parts of the property as well. We'll also link a video of a Gulf Oceanview Superior Suite for you to take a look at in this video here. Now, if you want to get a little bit closer to the Gulf Ocean rooms, there is actually the secret cut-through right by the Residence Beach House. That's a pro tip. While we're going over there, I wanted to just mention a few things about Hualalai. Originally opened, as I said, September 27th of 1996. They are nearing their 29th anniversary. And one thing that I will say defines Hualalai is the spirit of continuous innovation and improvement. They are always adding and refining. The resort's most recent update was finished in 2021. And you'll see that in terms of new offerings, in terms of services, food. The rooms are always in excellent repair, and I think the spirit of aloha lives here always. And throughout, you'll find nature all along the trails. Just past the resort, if you look out here, you will see private homes that are part of the Hualalai Resort. There are several hundred of those throughout the property, and it goes all the way up the hill to the Queen K. And really a gorgeous resort that shares a lot of the hotel amenities and vice versa. So we promised to bring you to Gulf Ocean rooms. This is actually one of the more special and private areas. You do get a nice peek of the ocean. And by the way, a lot of times the golf course view at a lot of properties is synonymous with maybe not exactly where you want to be. In this instance though, and it's actually these 4 bungalows right here that are going to be Gulf Ocean. You're on the 18th hole of Hualalai golf course, and that is not a bad place to be. It's a gorgeous view. It's a little bit quieter. You can even drive your golf cart up there if you want to stop and celebrate your final shot here on the 18th. So again, this is going to be a great place for families, couples, golf enthusiasts, because you're right by the pro shop and the clubhouse right here, as well as people seeking a little bit more quiet and solitude. For walking, I want to just show you what it is like to walk around the resort. Each area of the resort has its own feel. This is right between Gulf Ocean, and these are the rooms for, in this instance, Palm Grove. So there's really no bad views or bad experiences walking around. This is going to be the clubhouse for golf, as well as upstairs Miller Lux, which we'll try to show you a little bit more of later. And immediately to the left, you will find the main house, which has the lobby as well as Seaside Lux, I believe, and Hilt Gun Jewelry. In the clubhouse, in addition to being able to, there are locker rooms. The cultural center is here, which is a great place to learn more about Hawaiian culture, learn to play ukulele, or other historical facts, as well as the Club Pro Shop where you can book your tea time. Should we just do taste of golf? We are now at probably one of the most unique pool and water features you are going to find at any hotel in the country, and that is the King's Pond. The King's Pond is an inland, so you'll see it is separated from the ocean, fed by the ocean through lava tubes and otherwise, and it has approximately 30,000 fish that you can see and swim with. There's also an educational center over here, Humakai, that will show you a bit of that. It is open only during specific hours, but I'm going to give you a sort of peek at everything here. The actual pond portion of this complex is open from 10 to 4. At least traditionally that has been the case. And that's largely because they have marine biologists and other staff to help supervise your interaction with the fish and otherwise. But there you'll see what that's about. Obviously, once it's open, you can go down here and you can also get, we'll get to that in a moment. On the other side, you can actually borrow masks, flippers. They have all the sizes, and you just sign a waiver and it's pretty much done. Super easy. This up here is the educational Kumukai Center, and again there's a touch tank for younger children. You can talk with marine biologists and other people here about the various fish, as well as the OG of the King's Pond, who's named Nalu. And Nalu has been here for 19 years, if I recall, and is a manta ray that he's getting older, but he's very much a fixture of the resort. I'm going to take you down here quickly to get a little bit closer to the King's Pond. There are even, in fact, lounge chairs here that you can take a look at. And they do have, you'll see out here in the water, I don't know if you can see the fish. Of course you can. And there's a lot of fish, too. This is new that they put out in the middle of the water, and that's a great place to view fish if you don't want to go snorkeling. If you do go snorkeling, you can also climb up on this island here, and that's a lot of fun. And we will have some other vantage point that I wanted to share with you, which I think is just a very nice addition. First off, you have the educational center, which I think is first rate. And here you can see an idea of some of the programming and hours that they have. Here's an idea of that. And you can see the various fish and so forth. Very nice people, and programming for, very young children all the way to, you know, seniors and everybody else. Again, they have a lot more ways that you can interact with the King's Pond. This used to be basically come and snorkel or there's nothing for you. Nowadays, there's a lot of ways that you can go here. At its deepest, the King's Pond is about, I'm going to say it's about 23 feet if I recall. You'll see some, not all that long ago, King's Pond was expanded to include a new deck area for people to be able to enjoy without just snorkeling. This used to be a very quiet crescent. This has now become perhaps one of the most popular pool complexes as well as crescents because, well, one, I mean, what amazing views, right? That's super cool. Two, you have, again, full service, attendant service. They'll make up your chairs for you. Waters, sodas, drinks, lunch, whatever you like, can be had at the side of the pool. And a full-on pool, and we'll get you some footage of that as well. This is a hot tub here. I will say that this hot tub in the sun, midday sun, seems very hot, but it has gorgeous views. A little bit later, it's probably something people would enjoy. So, we're going to go over to the pool, but before we go there is at least this one cabana that you can rent if you're with a larger group. You could do it. I have seen people do it, and it has actually become more popular. It has a refrigerator and a safe. And again, if you're looking for a bunch of chairs together and maybe a little additional shade, it certainly could be a great option. This pool area used to be, was built over what used to be more or less a lava embankment and some vegetation. You'll find there's a hot tub here. Let that thing run. I think that's fun. This is probably the newest of the pool complexes. And one of the things that is really special about it is the fact that you have these just amazing ocean views. Turn that off. It's still early. I don't want to wake up our neighbors. But it's also just a gorgeous pool in there, right? So you see sea turtles on the bottom that are done in a like a tile relief. This is a pretty family-friendly pool, but you'll also find adults and couples here. This is a place, King's Pond is really a place for everybody, and it's pretty popular. There is a second hot tub area here. It's sort of integrated as well. You can get an idea of that right here. As well as some benches that you can sit along if you want to just relax and watch the ocean. So this is probably, I would share with you, one of my favorite pools. It is something new. It's something different. It's great for just about everybody. And again, nice people over here. And you can, as I said, you can order lunch and what have you. It's all available to you. Finally, I mentioned, and I know that my very, very favorite of any of the water features here, simply because it is so unique. There is nothing at all like this at any other property, certainly in the U.S. I can't think of one in Hawaii for sure, and I can't think of one in the rest of the U.S., but tell me if I've missed one. But very unique and beautiful thing, and a great way to sort of connect with the ocean and the land. So, it's peaceful now. We will try to get you some in-water footage of King's Pond in just a moment, or a few moments when they open a little bit later. and hope you have a great morning. In addition to all the other pools we shared, there is actually a full-on lap pool here as part of the spa. And you can get a feel for what that is right here. It is probably one of the nicest lap pools you're ever going to go to. It does have full suntan, towel service, and is right next to the gym and fitness center and tennis club. This is, to my view, a gorgeous way to start your morning, as it is actually a gorgeous way early evening when the sun is setting. The lighting in the pool is great, and it's comfortable. This pool is kept a little bit cooler for people working out, but really a nice one. And if you are at all interested in working out and doing laps, this is definitely the way to do it. And this is open relatively long hours, if I recall. I don't remember it ever being closed. Down here it is 7 foot. So I like it being 7 foot because you get that great buoyancy as it gets a little bit deeper. Again, this is probably one of my very favorite lap pools. What's not to love? Right at the end of the pool there, you'll find the spa. And then this is a boutique over here, fitness center over here, and right behind us, the tennis club. Next up, we're going to take you to the seashell pool. This is the OG of family pools. It also includes one of the most fun areas for kids, which is the surf shack. It is early still. We'll give you a preview of it. It's right here. This is a place where you're going to get shave ice, pool toys, sunscreen if you want something other than what's provided, sunglasses, rash guards, all those good things. You can play ping pong, foosball, shuffleboard, as well as all sorts of other fun things. The seashell pool is at least in its second incarnation. Maybe about 15 years ago, they had renovated and expanded it because it is so popular. You will see it has the infinity edge here overlooking the ocean. That's how close you are to the water. So, let's go take a look around. Again, here you'll find, I believe there are 2 or 3 of these stations. Here you'll be able to get water, towels, sunscreen, as well as your chair setup. The chairs and all of this crescent is fully accessible. As you can see, people are already cleaning the sand. That's not construction, that's just they do that in the morning to make all the sidewalks clean. Now here you'll find a full range of chairs. I've actually always liked these 2 right here. If you can get them, you can be front row and be right on the water. They do get a little bit sunny. But generally speaking, they have expanded this in a way that there are enough chairs for everybody. And there really aren't any bad seats. A couple of points of entrance here for seashell. Here you'll find a nice stairway here and a waterfall. We'll show you the waterfall in a moment. You also have chairs tucked back a little bit up on this hill. Again, we're on the Seashell Crescent. This is the quintessential family crescent, largely because of this pool, as well as I'll show you a lawn that goes with this, that you'll usually find families out playing in the afternoon or in the morning. So again, here's your ocean view. It's really hard to argue with that, and you see, I don't know if you can see the waterfall is running right now. Again, this is a very family-friendly pool. You'll see kids in floaties, throwing ball, whatever. Parents, families, kids, grandparents, it's all good. Now, I'm going to share one other pool, and you get an idea of some of the seating here. again, there is another station where you can get water and suntan lotion and all of those good things. Right here, if you have a very young child, you will find the splash pool, which is sand bottomed, but it's like 6 inches to a foot deep. A foot and a half, excuse me. And it actually, that's it. This is the deepest section of this pool, and it starts at 0 entry, so it is its own little mini beach, including mini beach chairs, as well as beach toys. For parents with young children, I don't know how many buckets and shovels I've bought over the years. Here you don't need to, they're included. They also have these nice chairs available for parents supervising their kids here. This obviously is going to be for very young children, but is a nice amenity for families. We'll return to the rest of the crescent because I want to show you a few other features about this particular pool. Again, you'll see chairs all the way throughout here, and I think that's just a nice feature. And you'll sort of get your feel for what you want in terms of sun and crowd. But even if you come a little bit later in the day, I don't think you're going to have a problem finding a chair that you and your family will like, or set of chairs. If you want a very specific one, you might want to get here a little bit earlier, but certainly no biggie. Now, one of the popular areas, and this was a new addition when they expanded and renovated this pool, is the hot tub under the thatched roof. This is a very fun area. I've always enjoyed this one personally. And it's not quite as hot as many hot tubs, for the very reason that, you know, there are a lot of families and kids, and you can sort of scoot over the wall if you want to go and do it that way. That's all very possible. Again, here you will find the ledges along here, and I believe there's some on the other side if I recall. So if you want to just sit and hang out a little bit, that's also totally within the realm of possibilities. So while we're on pools, and while we are in Seashell, I'm going to share with you a couple of final things that I think are nice to know. One is Kids for All Seasons. Kids for All Seasons program is great across 4 season properties. It is particularly great at Hualalai. You have just an amazing team of people who are running the programs for the children, and they have tie-dye shirts you can make, trucker hats, different art projects, different fun projects, as well as activities on the beach, as well as a whole center. Now, some of that is done right here. You'll see a setup probably a little bit later, towards 8:30 or 9. It's still pretty early in the morning, so we could do filming. So you'll generally find that here Mondays through Fridays, right in this area. And there's a schedule that you'll find when you check into the property. This lawn right here is one of the reasons that I think people often like Seashell Crescent, because it's very good for families, right? I mean, this is the softest grass. It's like, it's softer than a carpet in a home. So it's very nice. Again, full service here at Seashell as well. You can get lunch, drinks, whatever you really need here. And you're right next to Ulu, so you have very convenient restrooms there, as well as by the surf shack. Next up, we're going to go to Kings Pond. Next up, we are going to show you the Palm Grove Pool. This is the newest of pools at Hualalai, and I want to say this was put online maybe 7 or 8 years ago. This used to be a very limited service pool area. This crescent has always been a little bit more quiet, and generally for couples or families with older children. Now, the Palm Grove Pool, as it has been reincarnated
took a lot of the features that they have at Four Seasons Maui's Serenity Pool and then made it even more. So you need to be 21 and over to go in and participate. And you'll find here, again, a very comfortable lounge area, which I've always loved the aesthetic of this. You will find a great hot tub here. As well as this very comfortable pool that tends to be quieter, but social. So it's unlike Beach Tree. And you'll see there is, in fact, a swim-up bar. And, importantly, up here, you can go take a look at the ocean. And a lot of people you'll find just at the ledge throughout the day, just watching the waves right there, talking with friends, maybe having a drink. And of course, here again, you can order a full lunch service or whatever you need, really. You'll also note, and this is true at all of the pools at Hualalai, you'll have reading materials, you'll have sunscreen, Sunbum is available for you. So really, you're never going to be anything more than well taken care of, or anything less than well taken care of here at Hualalai at the pool. I believe, let me see what else I can show you about this. Generally speaking, that you are going to be able to find a chair here. But again, this is a popular pool, popular venue, so it certainly is one that if you want a specific chair, you may want to get here a little bit early. I would also note all of the pools are fully accessible and have the chair lifts, which is great. And I'll give you a little closer view of this front area too. Oh yeah, you can see here how they have these benches. I forgot to mention that. These benches are really nice if you want to just sit and hang out a little bit, and you'll find them symmetrically over along the other side. So the side and front here, again with this gorgeous view. Good morning. We are at the Beach Tree Pool here at Hualalai. This is also known as the Quiet Pool. It is currently 6:19, so we're not going to be disturbing anyone. First thing that you'll note, this is one of the OG pools. It's always been popular, as you can see. A beautiful view here. You have a hot tub out front and beach right there. And then you have a number of chairs, both the ones with a little bit of shade as well as umbrellas you can put up. This pool here has, I think, just some of the most beautiful tiling. It is one of the originals to the resort. It was expanded maybe about 10 years ago. As the day goes on, you will find all of these pool tables, chases, and otherwise will be filled up. But, there's always room for one more. It's pretty comfortable. One of the things that is very special about the service here is the fact that you can get, a full lunch. And actually, this is true nowadays at all of the pools at Hualalai. You can get lunch, drinks, whatever. It is full service all the way along. You just check in at with one of the attendants with your room number, and they will set you up. Here you get an idea of why people like this pool so much. It is very quiet over here. This is a pool that I think is probably, you generally won't find many kids in. They are certainly allowed, but you won't find a lot of kids in because it is quiet. This is generally couples and families with older children traveling together. Here you'll see this is actually one of the cabanas that they have for rent here. This includes its own refrigerator as well as a safe And you'll see the same is true over here on the other side. Now, a lot of properties, you know, they'll tell you, oh, it's nice to have a cabana. It's not that it isn't nice, but I would tell you the truth. The chairs and the other general service here is high enough touch that it's really not something you are going to need unless you really, really want to try that. But it's certainly available. The other thing you'll note here is this is the Beech Tree Crescent. So you're right next to Beech Tree Restaurant, which is just around the corner here. So that's also a nice resource if you want to pop over for lunch, or you can have lunch poolside if you like. Aloha, good morning. We're going to take you to the Big Island Buffet right here at Ulu. We will start here in the newly renovated foyer with Noya upstairs. You'll find a full range of breads and pastries available for you, which is really just a nice thing. The food here is amazing, as is the service and the views. This is the healthy corner where you'll find gluten-free foods, tofu, egg frittata. Next you'll come out to a custom omelet station. You can also make cereal, yogurt, tea, and here you can get an idea of your omelet selections, and they're delicious. Here you'll find traditional breakfast buffet items, sausage, bacon, and it rotates every day, so it may be different when you arrive. Oatmeal, breakfast potatoes, scrambled eggs. You'll also find dishes from around the country. Today there is a Loco Moco Benedict. That's a little different, but you'll find, as I said, different things each and every day. Here you'll have fried rice, miso soup. Now, some of the things you'll always find here with some great regularity, including the sticky buns, fresh baked mosadas, waffles, and today we have pineapple coconut pancakes. That's amazing. You also, if you want bagel or toast, you can do that here, as well as charcuterie, which is just amazing. The whole restaurant has been redone, so you'll see it has a really nice aesthetic. This is, again, probably the third or fourth renovation of the restaurant, but it's really nicely done. Great food. Here you'll find all your fresh fruits and vegetables that you might want, as well as some more choices over here. In terms of seating, I'll give you an idea. Here, you're inside. This is actually at this time of the day, it's a coffee bar. In the evening, it is the bar. Here again is where we came in. And I'll give you an idea of your views, right? Those are hard to beat. And it's just really, whether you are a couple on your own or with a large family, there's great seating options. And this gives you an idea of some of the other seating options. Again, you are literally probably 30 feet from the waves. So there's no lack of great seating here. And this gives you an idea of what the rest of the buffet looks like. I believe breakfast runs from 6 till 11 or 6:30 till 11. You have to check. Right now it's 6:40 and they're open. And you'll certainly start to see the crowds grow as you'd expect. Also, a nice thing when you eat here is that you can go put your feet in the sand. Your kids can put their feet in the sand.
and it's super comfortable, super safe, easy, all those things. So we'll continue onward. And once you get your food, you too can enjoy having your breakfast right here on the ocean, which is exactly what we're going to do right now.